fifth grade.
Hi.
Testing, now you can hear me. Good morning, fifth grade.
Good morning.
You don't know who I am, do you?
No.
Okay, so where do I have? I'll tell you who I am in just a minute. Where are most of my Hereford students? So can you raise your hand if you're from Hereford? Okay, and so right up front here, who is your principal at Hereford? Can you tell me?
Mr. Freeze.
Thank you. Where's Marlboro students? Okay, you tell me who your principal is. Okay, so Mr. Freeze and Mrs. Smotruck. I'm Miss Hoppus. I'm the principal here at the middle school. So welcome. I'm so excited to have you here. It's our first time for you to get to come to the middle school. And you're going to get to come back in May and get to join us and lots of other fun things that we're going to do to help you get ready for middle school so that hopefully you're not so nervous when you get here next year because it's a great place. And I might look a little funny today. If you notice, I got my funky socks on because it's Fox and Socks Day for Read Across America Week, so you might see some of our students in their crazy socks. We had Grinch's Green Day yesterday. Tomorrow we got Read a T-shirt, and we have Costume Day to dress like a Dr. Seuss character on Thursday. So we try to have lots of fun, and this was perfect for you to be able to come this week to be able to see our play, which I have to tell you is phenomenal, which means it's awesome and you're really going to like it. Schoolhouse rocks. Our students did a great job, and it's something that next year maybe you'll get a chance to be part of when you're here in the middle school, that you can participate in an activity like this, plus lots of other ones. So I know you didn't come to listen to me talk. I just wanted you to see who I was so that you know my face. I plan to visit your buildings later this spring and come into your classrooms and say hello. But I know you're here to see the play, so I will let you get started with that. So I hope that you enjoy and have fun, and I know that you will be very respectful and appropriate audiences because I've heard great things about our fifth grade class. And I know you know what that means. That means sitting up, listening, applauding when it's appropriate, and being really good, attentive audience for our students who've worked really hard here to get ready for you. Okay, so we're excited you're here. I hope you have a great morning. Thank you.
Okay, good morning, fifth grade. My name's Mrs. Waticha. I am the librarian at the middle school. This is Mrs. Maldonado. She is one of our music teachers. She is our music director. I directed this play. All of the students in the show are 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, mostly 6th graders. They're 11 to 14 years old. They have been practicing after school since November on this play. They stay after school till 5 or 6 o'clock every day. Once the curtains open, they are alone backstage. They are in charge of getting their costumes on, getting their props in and out. Everything you see them do is them. We've taught them, they've learned it, and they are performing on their own. So our students are extremely excited to be performing for their fifth grade teachers. I hear a lot of, is Mrs. Scott here? What about Mrs. Arner? Did you see her? So the kids are so excited to be performing for their teachers. So thank you so much for coming. Please keep the aisles clear. The cast will be coming through the aisles during the show. Also, in case you've never been to live theater before, though our cast won't be able to see you because these spotlights literally blind you, but they can hear you. So if you're talking or whispering, they will hear that. If you're laughing, that's great. If you're applauding because you like something, that's great. But just remember, they will hear whatever you do, so please try and remember that while you're watching the show. Thank you so much, and enjoy the show.
Good morning, class. I'm your new teacher, Miss Miser. No, that was terrible. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I mean, I have a degree. I love children. There's no reason why I won't be a great teacher.
They're gonna laugh at me. I hope they don't think I'm goofy.
I'll be fine. They're only 8-year-olds. I I remember what it was like to be an 8-year-old. I think.
Those little monsters are going to eat me alive.
I got up early. I've got plenty of time.
I'll just look over my lesson plan.
Ugh, it's too early.
I wish I could just go back to bed.
I'm not a morning person.
Maybe if I just watch a little TV, I'll be able to relax.
As your body grows bigger,
Your mind was slower, it's great to learn.
Because knowledge is power.
In Schoolhouse Rocking, a chip off the back of your favorite schoolhouse, Schoolhouse Rock.
Hey, I didn't know these Schoolhouse Rock things were back on. I guess I have a little time to watch. Hey, welcome to Schoolhouse Rock. Live. Where this is the schoolhouse and you are rocking it. What? Who are you? What are you doing in my rec room? We're you, Tina. Well, that's enough TV for one morning. Don't turn off the TV. Leave the TV on, please. You want the TV? Take the TV. The TV's yours. Just leave me alone. Relax, Tina. We're just different parts of you. We're all the ideas in your head.
And not just us, Tina. We're all the ideas you've ever had. Just look around you.
I don't understand this. Don't you see, Tina? We're every person you've ever met.
We're every place you've ever been.
We're everything you've ever known. Feel better? No.
You look great.
Well, every person you can know, and any place that you can go, and anything that you can show, you know their nouns.
A noun's a special kind of word. It's anything you've ever heard. I find it quite interesting. A noun's a person, place, or thing.
Oh, I took a train to another state. The floor and the fauna that I saw were really great. When I saw some bandits chasing the train, was wishing I was back home again. I took a train to another state.
Well, every person you can know. You and any place that you can go. Like a state. You and anything that you can show.
Like animals.
Plants. You know their nouns. You know their nouns.
Oh, I took a ferry to the Statue of Liberty. My best friend was waiting there for me. We went for a walk around the island, you know, and in the middle of summer it started to snow. And I took a ferry to the Statue of Liberty.
Well, every person you can know. Friends. You and any place that you can go. Like an island. Like a city. You and anything that you can show. A ferry. Where's the snow? You know their nouns. You know their nouns. Oh, I put a dime in the drugstore record machine.
Put a dime in the record machine.
Only gold is not right if you know what I mean.
If you know what I mean. I put a dime in the drugstore record machine.
Well, every person you can know. Beatles!
Toby Tucker.
Any place that you can go. Here's an and anything that you can show. Like a dog. You know their nouns. A noun's a special kind of word. It's anything you've ever heard. I find it quite interesting. A noun's a person, place, or thing. A noun is a person, place, or thing. Okay, guys, I usually enjoy a good morning hallucination, but I really need to get ready to teach my first day of classes today, so I'd appreciate it if you would all just scoot.
Tina, we know today is your first day of teaching. That's why we're here. We are here to help you, right?
Right! Well,
not going to be tough. It's going to be easy. Why? When we're through with you, it'll be easy as
1, 2, 3.
3 is a magic number. Yes, it is. It's a magic number.
Somewhere in the middle of ancient history,
You get 3 as a magic number. The past and the present and the future. Faith and hope and charity. Heart and the brain and the body. 3 as a magic number.
man and a woman had a little baby. Yes, they did. They had 3 in the family.
That's a magic number. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Do that with me. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Now multiply it backwards from 3 times 10. 3 times 10 is
30,
3 times 9 is
27,
3 times 8 is
24,
3 times 7 is
21, 3 times 6 is 18, 3 times 5 is 15, 3 times 4 is 12, and 2 times 3 is 9, and 3 times 2 is 6.
and 3 times 1. What is it? 3. That's a magic number.
A man and a woman had a little baby. Yes, they did. They had 3 in the family.
That's a magic number.
That was the coolest song.
How can you say that was the coolest song when we have so many more cool songs left to do?
I don't know, it's just the first adjective that came to mind. What's an adjective?
We know what an adjective is. It's a word used to describe things. Here, let us tell you a little something about them. Some people, places, and things. We barely had a rhyme. Friends asked us to describe the people, places, and every last thing. So we unpacked our adjectives. I unpacked first reading first. Reached in and found the word worst. Then I picked soggy and next I picked foggy and then I was ready to tell them my tale. 'Cause I unpacked my adjectives.
Adjectives are words you use to really describe things. Any words to carry around. Days are sunny or they're rainy. Kids are dumb or else they're brainy. Adjectives can show you which way. Adjectives are often used to help us compare things. To say how thin, how fat, how short, how tall. Boys who talk can get tall. Boys who are small can get smaller. Till one is the tallest, the other is the smallest of all.
We hiked a long way down there. Then we ran into a bear. He was a hairy bear. He was a scary bear. He did a hasty retreat from unpack your adjectives. You can do it with adjectives. Tell about it with adjectives. You can shout it with adjectives. Adjectives.
Shout it out, crazy backpacking adjectives, girl.
Or more, my green-eyed, gregarious, friendly friends.
Okay, I think I'm starting to get the idea here. I can teach grammar if I use a little imagination.
Right.
But I'm not only going to be teaching grammar, I'm going to be teaching math and science and social studies.
Aha! Social studies. Okay, I think I understand your problem, and I believe I can help. Follow me.
What are we waiting for? Jacob?
My name's not Jacob, it's Bill.
He's just a bill, yes, he's only a bill, and he's sitting here on Capitol Hill. Well, it's a long, long journey to the capital city. It's a long, long wait while he's sitting in committee, but he knows he'll be a law someday. At least he hopes and prays that he will, but today he is still just a bill.
Gee, Bill, you really have a lot of patience and courage.
Yeah, and when I started out, I wasn't even a bill. I was just an idea. Some folks back home decided they wanted a law passed, so they called the local congressman, and she said,
You're right. That ought to be a law.
then she sat down, wrote me out, and introduced me to Congress. And I became a bill. And I'll remain a bill until they decide to make me a law.
He's just a bill, yes, he's only a bill, and he's got as far as Capitol Hill. Well, now he's stuck in committee where he sits there and waits for a few key congressmen discuss and debate whether they should let him be a law. How he hopes and prays that he will, but today he is still just a bill.
Look at all those congressmen arguing. Is all that discussion and debate about you?
Yeah, and I'm one of the lucky ones. Most bills never even get this far. I hope they decide to report me favorably. Otherwise, I may die.
Did die?
Yeah, die in committee. Oh, but it looks like I'm gonna live. Now I go to the House of Representatives, and they vote on me.
What happens if they say
Then I
yes?
go back to the Senate, and the whole thing starts all over again.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. And if they vote for me on Capitol Hill, well, now I'm off to the White House where I'll wait in a line with a lot of other bills for the president to sign. And if he signs me, then I'll be alone. How I hope and pray that he will. But today I am still just a bill.
You mean even if the whole Congress says you should be a law, the president can still say no?
Yes, and that's called a
Veto!
If the president
Vetoes!
me. Then I go back to Congress, and they vote on me again. But by that time,
By that time, it's very unlikely you'll become a law. It's not easy becoming a law, is it?
no.
But how I hope and pray that I will. But today I am still just a bill.
She signed you, Bill. Now you're a law.
Oh yeah!
bowls of Cocoa Puffs.
Don't forget, Tina, it was the schoolhouse walk-on that helped us pass Mr. Detweiler's Constitution exam.
That's right. An entire classroom full of people singing.
Hey, do you know about the USA? Do you know about the government? Can you tell me about the Constitution? Hey, learn about the USA. 1787, I'm told our founding fathers did agree to write a list of principles for keeping people free. The USA was just starting out a home brand new country, and so our people spelled it out, the things that we should be. And they put those principles down on paper and called it the Constitution, and it's been helping us run our country ever since then. The first part of the Constitution is called the Preamble. It tells what our founding fathers set out to do. We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. In 1787, I'm told our founding fathers all sat down and wrote a list of principles that's known the world around. The USA was just starting out a whole brand new country, and so while people spelled it out, they wanted a land of liberty. How does the preamble go, Taylor? Glad you asked, Madison. We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America, for the United States of America. Yeehaw!
You know, in all my years of serious training to be a teacher, they forgot one important thing. What? That learning should be fun. It should be like a game.
Oh, yeah.
Woo, that one really wore me out. I think I'm ready for a nap.
No naps. We have to keep our blood moving.
Wait,
Well, there's a great new craze that's sweeping the nation.
Come on, do circulation.
It starts with your heart, what a great sensation.
Come on, do circulation.
Out through your arteries into your veins. Your heart pumps blood and it does it again.
Come on, everybody get it on, everybody. Circulation. Come on, everybody.
Exercise your body.
For circulation. Circulation.
of your blood, you just start moving around.
Circulation is a function that's so outside.
And if your feet fall asleep, then
You're not circulating right.
you got 4 car parts you pump.
Up, yeah, that's circulation.
Left to right, vegetable, left to right, atrium.
Yeah, they do it, they circulate.
They pump blood through your lungs for oxygen.
And your arteries take it to your body and take your blood back to be renewed. Circulation takes nutrition to your cells. And it's real, carbon dioxide release as well. Circulation is a function that's so outside.
And if your hands are cold, then
You're not circulating right.
well, your blood's such a life-giving potion, like a river, it's always in motion. From your head to your toes, doing good as it goes. It's a big red, beautiful ocean. But as a great creates that sweep the nation.
Come on, do circulation.
It starts with your heart, what great sensation.
Circulate.
Out through your arteries, into your veins. Your heart pumps blood and does it again. Criminy, Tina, that one just plumb wore me out.
That was such a fun song.
And
And it was very informative. But it wore me out a bit. Or maybe I'd feel better if I had a break. Good idea.
So how do you like it so far? You can tell how hard they've been working, can you? Just some trivia for your Hereford students. Mrs. Zavadell used to choreograph the high school shows for us. It was great. Friday and Saturday night at this time. Guys, we can hear you. Silence. Friday and Saturday nights at this time we do refreshments and a thank you. Friday and Saturday nights at this time we had an intermission and sold refreshments. We are not doing an intermission today, but we do need to take a few minutes to change mics because we only have 4 microphones that go over the ears and go to the mouth, and we have to switch them between the singers from Act 1 and Act 2. So if you look carefully, you'll see them coming out here and getting checked to make sure the mic's on and working, and then running backstage, and then they'll let me know when we're ready to start again. How many of you have ever seen Schoolhouse Rock before? Great. So it's a lot like the cartoons, but a little different in person. Does everyone understand why all the cast is in the same t-shirts? Why? Yes.
me? Because of the chorus?
It is a chorus, but what else? Right, it's all part of her imagination. So everyone in the show, except for Tina, who's wearing the suit, is part of Tina's mind. And it's all helping Tina get ready for her first day of teaching. So just think, your teachers have all these little creatures running around in their brains. Any questions about the show? So, our teacher is one of our 5th grade students' older sisters. Where's Rachel's brother? She said you were here.
He's all the way in the back.
All the way in the back. So Rachel's, Owen is it? Mason. So Mason's older sister Rachel is in it. Anybody else have a brother or sister in the show? Oh, Rayvana's sister. And you're going to see Rayvana sing a song in the next act. Any other siblings? Teachers, did you recognize your students now that they're all grown up in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade?
Did you get Rachel Baker too?
Oh, Rachel Baker.
Her brother's back here.
Oh, Rachel Baker's brother's back here.
That's the one I thought you were talking about first.
And Rachel was the one who started singing "He's Just a Bill." Sure. We started off in November with auditions, where we told the kids to come in with loose clothes on that they'd be able to dance and move in. And Mrs. Bronston, our computer teacher, taught them some dance moves, and we kind of rated everyone on how good of a dancer they were. We asked them to sing any song at all, and we said we're going to need an Elvis song, a country song, some Broadway songs, a jazzy song. So sing in the style you like to sing, because we're looking for singers that sing all different styles. Because if you notice, some of the music was country, some was rock and roll, some was Broadway. And when they came, then we wrote down ideas about their voice, about if we thought they'd be good for a solo, and if we thought, what type of voice that we thought they had, if it was country or Broadway or jazzy. And then we also had them read some lines. It's called cold reading. We gave them the script and said, here, go read this on stage with these other 5 or 6 people. And then we rated them and decided who was the strongest in singing, who was the strongest in acting, who was the strongest in dancing. And then we held something called callbacks. And that meant we really liked what we saw, but we want to see a little bit more to figure out exactly what we want to do. And we did the same thing again at the callbacks, and then we posted the cast list. This show is very different than most shows. Most shows, there's a lot of there's different main characters, and you come and go on the stage and off the stage. In this show, it's called an ensemble show. An ensemble means the whole cast is in the entire show, and there's not a lead, because we wanted everyone to have an equal part in the show and not make big leads and small leads. So we divided up the roles as much as we could so that everyone got a chance to shine, either acting or singing or dancing, being on stage. Any other questions? How are the mics coming? Are we good?
I think we got everybody.
Okay, we're good? And we'll do the house lights and start with Act 2.
I'm glad we got a break.
And
Breaks are always important because, you know, you can't be tired while you're trying to do this stuff.
Yeah.
But sometimes they can go too long.
or
Hey, what's with all these conjunctions?
you tell us.
I got this. Looking at words and phrases and pauses. I got things that because they can most of my job done. I got and they'll take a brain far. And that's an additive like this and that. And then there's but. That's sort of the opposite. Not this, but that. And then there's or. O-R, where you have a choice like this or that. And but nor gets you pretty far. Hooking up 2 boxcars and making them run right. Milk and honey, bread and butter, peas and rice.
Hey, that's nice.
Dirty but happy, digging and scratching, losing your shoe and a button or two. He's poor but honest, sad but true. Looking up 2 comes to 1 when you say something like this. Just either now or later, or no choice. Neither now nor ever.
Hey, that's clever.
If there's
I do that, I don't wanna be fat.
What's your function?
Looking up phrases and pauses that balance life. Add the frying pan and into the fire. Here goes the sandbags, but the bullet wouldn't go any higher. Let's go up to the mountains, or down to the sea. You should always say thank you, or at least say please.
What's your function?
I'm hooking up words and phrases and clauses and complex sentences like, in the mornings when I'm usually wide awake, I love to take a walk through the gardens and down by the lake, where I often see a duck and drink. And I wonder as I walk by just what they'd say if they could speak, although I know that's an absurd thought. Hooking up cars and making them I like tying up words and phrases and causes. I'm gonna get you there, you're very careful. I'm gonna get you there. Oh yeah.
After that song, I think I'm ready to teach me some English.
Good, Tina, good. But don't forget that English isn't the first language of many of your new students.
That's true. I'm going to have many students from other countries and cultures, and I'm going to be very important to their transition to America.
That's right, but that's what's so exciting. You have as much to learn from them as they have to learn from you. That's one of the great things about growing up in the United States.
My grandmother came from Russia, a satchel on her knee. My grandfather had his father's cap, he brought from Italy. They heard about a country where life might let them win. They paid the fare to America, and there they melted in. Lovely Lady Liberty, with their book of recipes and the finest one she's got. American melting pot, the great American melting pot.
America was founded by the English, but also by the Spanish, Dutch, and French. The principle still sticks. Our heritage is mixed, so any king can be the president.
Sitting outside, no matter what you're in, no matter where you're from, whenever they get you come right in. The great American melting pot, the great American melting pot. What's to let white and blue?
America was the new world, and Europe was
didn't always shine from sea to shining sea.
That is true. We certainly did have our share of growing pains. Ow! Ow!
One thing you will discover when you get next to one another is everybody needs some elbow room, elbow room.
It's nice when you're having those but not when you tangle those nose yells.
Everybody needs some elbow.
Needs a little elbow room.
That's how it was in the early days of the USA. People got to come and to settle though. The East was the only place there was to go.
The president was Thomas Jefferson. He made a deal with Napoleon.
How'd you like to sell a mile or two?
Or 3 or 100 or 1,000.
So in 1803, Louisiana Territory was sold to us without a fuss and gave us lots of elbow room.
Oh, elbow room, elbow room. Gotta get us some elbow room. It's the West or bust. We gotta be just. There's a new land out there.
Lewis and Clark volunteered to go.
Goodbye, good luck, wear your overcoat.
They prepared for good times and for bad.
And for bad.
They hired
Sacagawea for me to ride. She led them all across the countryside.
reached the coast and found the most elbow room they ever had. The way was opened up for folks with bravery. There were plenty of times to win land rights, but the West was meant to be.
We all manifest destiny. The travelers, traders, and the meddlers. The politicians and the settlers.
They got there by any way they could.
Any way they could go.
The gold rush trampled down the wilderness, railroads spread across the east and west. Soon the rest was opened up for good.
Now we drift from east to west. Goodbye, New York. Hello, LA.
But it took those early folks to open up the way.
Now we got a lot of room to be growing from the sea, shining sea.
Yes, there we have got our elbow room, elbow room.
But if there should ever come a time when we're crowded up together, I'm sure
Sure we'll find some elbow room aboard the moon.
oh, elbow room, got to get us some elbow room. It's a learning or bust. In God we trust. There's a new land out there.
Do you think we'll ever colonize on the moon someday?
There's a whole world of possibilities.
And my students are going to be the ones to take us there. That was such a great song. It reminds me of when I was a kid and used to ride on the train.
Have you ever traveled by plane?
Yes.
Have you ever traveled by boat?
Yes.
How about by spaceship?
I don't know anyone who's ever traveled in space.
We know someone who has.
They say our solar system is centered around the sun. 8 planets, large and small, parading by. But somewhere out in space, there's another shining face that you might see some night up in the sky. Waving high. If you're riding daddy, she's a galaxy girl. A solar system race from a future world. She travels at the
creatures on that planet looked so very weird to Janet. She didn't even dare to say hello. It's a bird, it's a bird, boy, it must be UFO. What it does, it's a planet Janet, she's a galaxy girl. A solar system based on the future world. She travels like a rocket with a comet team, and there's never been a planet Janet hasn't seen. No, there's never been a planet Janet hasn't seen. Mars is red and Jupiter's big, and Saturn showers roughly its rings. Uranus is built out of bunny tails, and Neptune is a spring. And Pluto, little Pluto, was a planet when we wrote this song. They say our solar system is not alone in space. The universe has endless mysteries. Some future astronaut plays on outside machines on shooting star in Saturn It's a planet Janet, she's a galaxy girl. A solar system based on the future world. Travels like a rocket with her comet team, and there's never been a planet Janet hasn't seen. No, there's never been a planet Janet hasn't seen.
Well, Tina, we've been here long enough. You've got a big day ahead of you. We gotta go.
What? You can't go yet. There's so many songs we haven't done yet, like electricity, electricity.
Tina, this really is the end. We've got to go back to where we came from, just like Janet here, right, Janet? Right, Megan?
You're going to make a great teacher, Tina. Good luck.
Good luck, my friend.
Goodbye, Tina. And remember, you learn something new every day. Look out for it.
Wait! First of all, I want to thank you for all the help you've given me this morning. I think I'm definitely ready to teach. But I have a little more time before I need to be at school. Do you think we can do just one more song? That way I know I'm ready.
Yeah, sure.
Which one do you want to do?
Hey, my personal favorite.
Interjections!
The
coming. I know our kids had a great time. Anybody know what all the kids in the black shirts were when they came out? Who were they? Yell it out. They were our stage crew. They were running our spotlights. They were running the sound and the music, and they were also backstage. Whenever kids came out with costumes, they were there ready to hand them the bonnets and the signs and everything they needed. And when they went off stage, they'd hand it to them and they'd put it back neatly so they could find it for the next show. So our stage crew was just as important as our cast, because without them, we'd be a big mess. So, do you guys, cast, if you guys want to say to your hi to your teachers quickly as they are leaving, you can, because I know you all want to. So can we have house lights up, Jackson? Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Okay, ready? Start padding. Okay, how about this? Hold it and I'll pat. Ready? Get up in the morning about 6 a.m. Have a little jelly, have a little jam. Take a piece of bread, put it in the slot. Push on all the wires, get hot. I get toast. Yeah, toast! Yeah, toast! Well, there's no secret to toasting perfection. There's a dial on the side and you make your selection. Push to the light or the dark, and then if it pops too soon, press down again and make toast. For many years now, I've been a booster for the browning of a bread inside of a toaster. When I burn bread, I'll start hollering, cause don't you know I'm black toast intolerant? Burn toast! Beep, 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 smoky toast! We met, the French one. Something about a car and then a French toast! French toast! I can't speak French, I'm sorry.
It's a whole bunch of English words in a French accent.
When the first caveman drove in from the drags, wonder what would go with the bacon and the eggs. Must have been a genius, got it in his head. Plug the toaster in the wall, buy a bag of it, and make toast. Did I hear Texas toast? You're cool. American toast is better, but still.